This movie is gonna make so much fucking money, and it fucking deserves it. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2, Rapid Fire Review. The plot! GOTG V2 takes place a short time after the first one, and the Guardians are basically a mercenary group now taking jobs for money. Some shit goes down, and they find themselves being hunted down by two different groups while also exploring Star-Lord's origins. And shit gets ridiculous. The Guardians of the Galaxy. The core group is pretty much the same. You've got Star-Lord, who's trying to figure out how to become the best leader he can while also trying to figure out what's going on with his past. Gamora, she's learning how to be part of a group instead of just being a lone wolf, while also shedding that tough exterior. Drax is still very literal, very dumb, while also being very funny. A lot of great lines from him in this movie. Rocket is a fucking badass. He's got tons of cool inventions, really deadly. They make his eyes a lot more red in this movie, which portrays the comic book a lot more, which I appreciate. We got Baby Groot. Baby Groot is everything. And he's the cutest thing I've ever seen in the entire world. Without Baby Groot, this movie is nothing. Then you've got some new additions to the group. Mantis! She's a being that can feel what other beings feel. And for the most part, they use that as a comical thing. Her and Drax kind of pair off as a comedy team in this movie. Nebula! Back from the first one, she's Gamora's adopted sister. She's kind of in just this weird gray area trying to sort shit out in her life. Still hates Gamora. Some shit goes down there. Yondu! Yondu has a huge role in this movie, and I loved him. He has a lot to do with Star-Lord's past, and I like how that comes forward in the story. And I also think he has the most badass scene in the movie. Fuck yeah. Ego the Living Planet. Kurt Russell, still got it, man. Kurt Russell plays Ego the Living Planet. He's Star-Lord's father. I don't think that's a spoiler. Fuck it. Ego is a really interesting character. He knows Star-Lord's past, and I loved how they portrayed him in this movie. It's one of those characters where you're like, how are they going to take this character from the comic, put it in the movie, and make it work? They made it work. Overall, this movie is fantastic. The first 15 minutes are totally worth your money. This movie's over 2 hours long, but that's okay because they take the time to make every character shine in their own way. Great action, there's a great story, with a bit of a twist. CG is great, movie looks great, it's fucking silly, it's fucking funny. This movie made me feel joy. Specifically Baby Groot. He reached down into my soul and tickled my heart. It's also gonna make you feel a little bit sad. Absolutely see this movie. I saw it yesterday. I'm gonna go see it again this weekend. It's that good. Also stick around for the credits. There's like 5 post-credit scenes. One of them is really geared toward us comic book nerds. I'm sitting there like, yes! Everyone around me was quiet. Idiot. Rapid Fire Review. Subscribe!